Welcome to Timeball Games. I'm ELD, here to ask you for help in growing the channel. When we reach 2,500 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a custom leather playmat to one lucky subscriber. So be sure to like and subscribe. Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering from ELD's Timeball Games in Bellingham, Mass. Here we have a match from a Wednesday night legacy last year. Before all of this craziness, Tristan borrowing a Dark Depths build, got an Urborg into Thoughtseize versus Matt on Dragon Stompy, a absolute nightmare matchup for Depths. As we see, it would have had a turn 1 Blood Moon, making game 1 essentially unwinnable. 8 Blood Moon effects, 4 Magus, 4 Blood Moon, and now Once Upon a Time added to the deck, as is actually playing a green splash, kind of a Gruul Stompy, mostly for Once Upon a Time, Land Grant, and Elvish Spirit Guide, which we see here found off of Once Upon a Time, effectively turning it into an additional free spell. And look at all of this mana on the first turn. Karn coming down and finding a Liquimetal Coating. Ooh, and another Duress. That is brutal. And it looks like Thespian Stage and Dark Depths in Tristan's hand. So we should see a Dark Depths on this next turn, as Urborg will allow Dark Depths to tap for mana and create that Merit Lage. Oh no. Oh no, he just played the Sajiri Step. He must have missed Dark Depths tapping for mana because of Urborg. Oh, that is a significant error. Kind of comes with the territory with borrowing a deck. I don't know, this might actually be Tristan's first time playing it. 4 damage plus 2 is 8 with this Sword of Fire and Ice, which Karn tutors up. We've got a 2020, which still might be fine. We'll see if Karn has anything he can do about it. Karn sacrifices himself. Oh, and Force Field. That is hilarious. Oh, no. Oh, that is just rough. We got a 2020 incoming, but this Force Field is going to make it so it only hits for 1 at a time. Expedition Map. Not going to be a ton of help. I mean, it'll find the forest in case Tristan has any type of main deck answer. I think he might actually have 4 Pithing Needles main deck. Oh, as I say that, Chalice at 1. Get out of here. All your outs. Just take them right off the table. There's no Abrupt Decay's main in this type of deck at this time. Some of the decks that people are playing now a little bit slower, running cards like Dark Confidant and some more answers. Forest comes down in this 2020. Just playing defense at this point. Another Thespian Stage found here with a Sylvan Scrying, but it's just a mountain. And at this point, the Force Field actually the biggest concern. Blood Moon certainly not helping Tristan's cause, but not going to be the determining factor here. This Force Field is the make it or break it card. A Chalice at 2. And look at that. Matt actually tapped out, and Tristan swung. And of course, Matt has a Spirit Guide to activate the Force Field and only take 1 damage from the 2020. So Matt, in the manner of a true Chalice player, a little bit of extra daggers on Tristan, giving him a glimmer of hope that he might be able to swing in for lethal. And Matt just completely threw the game away. That was, of course, not the case. He had the Spirit Guide to activate and snatch that hope away as soon as it was given. Tristan now going to be on the play. And that is a significant game-altering decision there. Speed kills for sure with depth decks. With the printing of Elvish Reclaimer, I think that might actually have something to do with a lack of performance for the deck. I mean, Elvish Reclaimer is incredibly good, but in some ways it's kind of led depth decks to slow down a little bit, and I'm not sure that that's going to end up being for the best. We'll see as the metagame evolves once we all get back to the tables, but it is a consideration. Depths is a deck all about speed, and if you're going to play with Elvish Reclaimer to try and assemble your combo slowly, it might be better in some type of Delver shell or some type of control shell where you don't have to run 4 copies of Thespian Stage and 3 or 4 copies of Dark Depths. It might actually be best in those builds. We'll see. It is an incredibly good card. One of the strongest things about it is the ability to find Abrupt Decay mana, which is a thing that the deck does often need, especially if it's going too slowly. Duress here sees a Magus of the Moon and a Blood Moon. You can't take them both, but you can take that land grant. That's going to leave Matt with just a couple of Spirit Guides. And Tristan may be favored from here. Certainly will be, depending on what comes off the top of the deck. And it's actually a City of Traders. Talk about a quick swing, going from 0 permanent mana sources to having 4 mana. Hexmage takes out the Karn, and now Liquid Metal Coating really not super useful. This is a back and forth game in these early turns, teetering on disaster with every move, and now a Sajiri Step coming in just to make the land drop. Expedition Map threatens to get a 2020 Merit Lage on the next turn. So you can go grab this Dark Depths. Matt so far, no red mana. He's got Magus and Blood Moon in hand. Into the North, finding the Dark Depths, and now passes the turn to see Matt jam a Magus of the Moon. And this is going to be very difficult. It's really just a question of if Tristan can find an answer, and it's got to be now because Matt's got that Blood Moon in hand. Once that hits, then he's going to need 2 answers, a couple of Abrupt Decays or Assassin's Trophies, something like that. Blood Moon coming down. And now Duress takes out a Once Upon a Time. But the beatings have begun. Seasoned Pyromancer. Getting rid of one of the other possible lines would be finding a way to get Vampire Hexmage and Elvish Spirit. Oh, here we go. That is it. Occasionally depth decks can claw their way back in with a motley crew of Elvish Spirit Guides and Vampire Hexmages and just a bunch of really subpar creatures. They're not in there for combat, but if worst case scenario, you can beat down with 2/2s, but at that point, Matt actually had enough of a board where that really wasn't viable. So a brutal match there for Prison, showing, of course, some serious game versus Dark Depth strategies. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.